everybody, it's Pastor Misty with his Nails Guard Hands Kingdom Ministries, and I am back with, I guess, a prophetic word, an update on the video that I made last night about the trolling demon. Y'all, I hadn't even uploaded it yet to my channel or my little talk page, we'll say. Hadn't even got them totally uploaded. They were trying to upload, and I want you to know that that trolling demon came two times to harass and troll on me. There was a lady that came to the house, and she had come. I didn't know who the people were, but they had come while I was at work the other night, really late. Like, it was after 10 o'clock. It was probably like 11 something, but I was still trying to be out working, y'all. And she had come back yesterday and needed help from the ministry. That's what she had come for, was to try to get help for somebody who had just recently got out of jail, and they needed help with their electric and had some children and stuff. And of course, we couldn't help them. Usually we try our best to help who we can, but we literally have no funds to help anybody. We can't even help ourselves right now. We're in such debt. And it's not that I don't pay my tithes, because I always give God my first fruits. But when you're the only one doing it, and me and my son Mathan, when we go out to work, we pay our tithes, of course, but it goes as soon as we get it, just about, like, for real. And I was telling her, I think everybody's having a time, and I was telling her about how I caught the devil in my finances, okay? And because like the first day we went to go get help on the 16th for the electric bill, because it was like over $1,100, and because we had to wait so long for that appointment, and they said they could help with $400. I'm going to try to go quick about this. And I had made a post about that on my my channel also, because we're in some shape. But I caught the devil in my finances the first day. It was $6 something past due. And on Tuesday, because they wouldn't pay it until we come up with more monies for it, so it wouldn't get cut off. Okay, that was Monday. On Tuesday, it went up from being $6 something to the full $1,100 and something past due. On Wednesday, I looked, and our total was $1,400 and something for our electric bill, y'all. That's outrageous. And I'm like, boom, right there. That's the devil right there. That's unheard of. 3 days, and it's this much, within that 3 days, it's messed up. That's not the only one we're behind on, even, it's just, we're in some shape right now. So we were talking and stuff about ministry and about bills and about how horrible that I've been done up there, because she said she remembers, when I was being lied on over my dogs, and people doing me horrible up here like they do and stuff like that, because I'm like, that's why it looks like it does here. I live in this prison here, and she's like, yeah, I remember when you was going through that. And I don't even know the lady's name, y'all. I don't know her. I didn't know the guy that she had come to try to get the help for. Okay, so she was leaving, okay? She was leaving, and their vehicle that she got out of, and I don't even think she is driving, 111, 432, was parked in between on this little road, this side street, at the house. Right here, you all. Literally, right there is where they were parked. Okay? And it's not like they were parked there long at all. I seen or heard somebody pull up, and then I seen somebody get out, because I looked, and so I went out to meet her, to see who it was and what was up, because we don't usually have people. And the neighbor come out, and this is not the first time they've done this. The neighbor come out and started yelling at her to move. And she's like, yeah, I'm moving. He's seen her leaving. He knew she was leaving, y'all. If he didn't, then he's brain dead. Like, seriously. She was leaving. She was already out of the fence and leaving, going to the car to get in. And he started yelling at her and fussing at her to move. And she said, I'm leaving. And he kept on and on and on. And I told her, I'm sorry, ma'am. Just go ahead and get in your car. Don't even worry about that. Don't even bother with him. And I was like, because this is the belly of hell, y'all. That's what I call it. Livingston, Kentucky, Rockcastle County. It's the belly of hell. Y'all, he was harassing that woman. He was literally harassing her, trying to start something with her, because she was my company. This ain't the first time he's done this, y'all, since I've lived here. This is at least the second time, because a man came and stood at my fence. He pulled in front of the house where I park, and he come to the fence and was playing with my Elijah and loving on him and talking to me. And I don't even remember his name, but it was when I worked at the store. Don't you know that he started on him acting awful for no reason, y'all? We wasn't even talking about them that time at all whatsoever. Or anything. We were just, they wasn't even outside. He wasn't outside this time either. He come out to harass y'all. And if that ain't a trolling demon, I don't know what is, y'all. But I'm not sure, I don't even talk to these people hardly ever. I don't speak unless I'm spoke to most of the time, because these people around here are wicked. Like a lot of them, they really, truly are. And I've prayed for those people for a long time. But y'all, I felt so bad that woman was literally being harassed because she come and asked the ministry for help. Not that we could help her at the time, but still, I felt bad for that too. Here she come to get help, couldn't get no help, and then she was being harassed. And y'all, it wasn't because there was somebody parked on the road behind her or trying to get out or nothing like that. That wasn't an issue. There was nobody. It was late too, even, but not that late. And there was nobody behind them trying to get out on the road or anything like that. He just come out to literally harass her and try to be mean to me, I guess. Because that's what they do. That's what demons do in the belly of hell, y'all. Like, for real. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, powers, and darknesses. Y'all, these people here. And I know it's not just these people here. It's all around the world, y'all. I know I'm not the only one that's being done dirty all the time and harassed by demons. So that's why I'm making this video, so you ain't alone either, because I know somebody out there going to be able to relate to this. Y'all, the gang stalking, the trolling demons, these monitoring spirits, these evil foul spirits, it's all real. And it's real bad. I just rebuked the devil and went on about my business and went on in the house, and then here come that demon through somebody else. I don't know if it's just several different demons or if it's one that likes to jump. I don't know, like, seriously, y'all. But here it come again to try to harass me through somebody else. And this was before that video last night had even uploaded on either thing. And then finally it uploaded on the talk. But it still hadn't even uploaded on my channel, and that second demon coming to try and torment me. And I was like, you know what? It's not worth my time, my trouble, and my soul. I ain't doing it. And it finally went away and didn't quit bothering me, y'all. But I was like, really? Really? Because you never know what to expect. You know, I don't anyway. I don't know what to expect literally 1 minute from the next. These demons. You know, I sit and I wait for the Lord to wipe out the wicked. Because when he wipes out the wicked, we're going to look and they won't be there no more. And no, he's not going to wipe out every single person that has any wickedness in them. But when he wipes out the big wickeds, just maybe, it might make people think twice about hurting God's children and doing wrong. And maybe they'll turn to God and try to serve him instead of serving self and Satan. And doing what they do to harass. I mean, it's a shame. We wasn't hurting nobody. We literally wasn't hurting nobody. And she was leaving even, y'all. He had no business coming out there to try to harass her. But he didn't have no reason to try to harass the other people, or the other man, that man that came before. He had just stopped to see my Elijah because he seen he was home, and he was loving on my Elijah and talking about how sweet he was because he's supposed to be this big, horrible, vicious baby. Well, he is a big baby, but this big, horrible, vicious dog that everybody's so terrified of. And this was the first time that he had met my Elijah, and he stuck his hands right in there and was loving all on him, that big old vicious thing. And man, we were just talking, and that neighbor had come out and attacked that man. And then he called the cops on him and me and tried to get my dogs took because that man came and said that my Elijah wasn't vicious, that he was a sweet baby. So the neighbor tried to get my dogs took that day, even again, because that man was talking about how sweet he was, and he was harassing that man, and they got into it a little bit. I had it on, some of it on record, because when he started, I started recording. I didn't do that yesterday because I just went on back in. I was like, I ain't dealing with it. I'm tired of these demons. I really am. I'm so glad that my daddy God has my back. Like, for real. But you know, the cops come and threatened me and threatened my dogs and was trying to find that man. They even thought it was somebody else that was down here, because I was talking to somebody, because I didn't have internet at the time, I think, and I was having to use the store's internet at the time. And just, I walked down there to use the phone and try to calm down. And yeah, they tried to arrest that guy that I didn't even know. I just happened to be talking to him because his woman that was in the store had said something about he knew how to work on cars or something. So I was going to have him help me with my vehicle that was tore up at the time, y'all. And they come and tried to arrest him. Y'all, this is crazy. This is just a little tiny taste of what I went through here in the belly of hell, Livingston, Kentucky. I hate Kentucky, y'all. Please pray that we get to move soon. Please pray that the Lord make a way for us to find a safe home to where our babies ain't gonna have to be, what is it called? Harassed and lied on and stuff like that, please. And thank y'all. Please pray. God can do all things. All right, you all. Until next time, stay humbled and stay blessed. 444.